Good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome. Let me tell you something, yeah, nothing for you outside here, alright? You understand? Stay safe on the inside, it's raining on the outside. 26 minutes on to 7 o'clock, that is a time. It's such a privilege to be with you this morning. Mary Banks, good morning. Hercules Williams, good morning, rise and shine. Well, yeah, good morning. Catherine Phillips says, good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Innocent. Happy New Week. Thank you very much. Thank you oh so much. Hope you all had a great weekend. Well, you know the drift, yeah, limited space for movement and things like that, but I survived, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I survived. I always will survive, you know what I'm saying? Hope you had a great weekend. I want to reach out to my good buddy, man. I got the news last night, Kinty Neptune. Ah, my goodness. Life, folks, be prepared, anything is possible. Could you imagine going to church and, transitioning while in church? Condolences to Kinty and the family. Members of the Agape Ministries, good morning, and, be strong. That's the most I can say. Yeah. May her soul rest in eternal perfect peace, right? Good morning to you, Diala Abraham, good morning. Nelia Beckles, good morning to everyone. Cameron Andrew, good morning, my colleagues. Season's greetings from Lickashite. Man, write English, no, man. I'll stop reading your comments and I'll write the English, Jed. Lovely. It's 25 minutes on to 7 o'clock. That is our time. Let's get with the program. The word for today, it is an adjective. It's a describing word. And it's quixotic. Yeah, quixotic. It is spelled Quixotic. Quixotic. And quixotic describes people and ideas that are foolishly impractical, especially as they pursue or relate to the pursuit of ideals. A quixotic person is often known for lofty romantic ideas or extravagantly chivalrous action. Quixotic can also describe things that are unpredictable. Almost said unprecedented. Well, that too. Do you know someone who is quixotic? People and ideas that are foolishly impractical, especially as they pursue or relate to the pursuit of ideals. A quixotic person is often known for lofty romantic ideas or extravagantly chivalrous action. Quixotic can also describe things that are unpredictable. I never thought of that. Now here's how we can use the word. Although they lived on opposite ends of the world, they shared quixotic dreams about the future. Yeah. How are they doing that? I don't know. But nonetheless, folks, that's the word of the day. Write it down, jot it down, learn to spell it, learn to pronounce it. Most importantly, learn to use it in your writing and your speech. Make it decorative. Lydia Cameron says, good morning. Season's greetings to you, Innocent, to the entire island of Grenada. Good morning, Lydia. Are you coming home for Christmas? I'll be home for Christmas. Yulin Alexander says, good morning, Gordon. Good morning to everyone. Blessings to all for a marvelous Monday. Have a great, safe day ahead, everyone from New York. I like how you always pair the words, man. Marvelous Monday, troublesome Tuesday. You ever say troublesome Tuesday? and tantalizing Thursday. Warm Wednesday. Fun Friday. Yolan Swan, good morning, Mr. Joseph. Good morning, Grenada. Have a wonderful day. Yolan, you do likewise, okay? Cheryl Silly, happy Monday. Good morning to all the people in Grenada. Good morning, Cheryl. Kyron Coppin, good morning. GBN, okay. Happy day. You write that GBN funny day, boy. Yeah, good morning. Let me see what's happening on our WhatsApp platform. All right, WhatsApp seems to be, a bit inactive. Yeah, all right. Okay, no problem. Jennifer Lawrence, good morning. All Kim he. Okay, hi, Innocent. Jennifer, good morning. How you do? You all right? Nice. It's 21 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Just trying to get my swag on, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what the thought of the day is today. And I say good morning to Nadisha and the folks in Cafe Kitty Cat. Good morning to you. See, I forgot you this morning, all right? Good morning to you and Alwyn and all the folks in Bacolet and Hope and surrounding areas. Mama Can and Munich, no exception. I understand. Good morning to you all. All right, there's always light. If only we're brave enough to see it. If only we're brave enough to be it. I like this. There is always light. If we're only brave enough to see it. If we're only brave enough to be it. That's a nice one. Be the light today. And while at that, always remember that out in someone's candle doesn't make yours shine brighter. No. It's better to light a candle than to curse the darkness, remember? Yeah, there are some folks that feel if they make you look bad, it makes them look good. No. It doesn't work that way. You are what you are and who you are. And time has, I was listening, in my seclusion over the weekend. I had the opportunity to read some things, and I listened to a lady that was talking, whereas I don't subscribe to, the philosophy that she was pushing, that heaven and hell is right here and things like that. But there's a word called karma, and I've seen it happen. You understand? It always swings around, Yeah. Be careful. Touch not the Lord's anointed. Good morning, Scoppy. Good morning. How are you doing, Mr. Gabriel? How are you doing, Papi? All right? Lovely. So there's always light if we're only brave enough to see it. If only we're brave enough to be it. Be that light today. Morning to the folks inside of Mardi Gras in St. George. How do you do? Pedmota, good morning. E&R, E3, good morning. Yeah, nice. Buzzing this morning, the hunting season is open. Okay, it's getting close to a close now. All right, you can safely hunt the manikou, the tattoo, the iguana, the rami, and the monkey up to the 31st of December. After that, you can be in problems. And I have to touch base with the Ministry of Agriculture too, and I want to know what are the species in the sea, right, that, on this closed seasons as well. I know the lobster and the crustaceans are usually under some protection as well. The leatherback turtle, yeah. Hope we don't have folks that still go around hunting, fishing and catching turtle and stuff, Yeah, leave them, man, leave them. We don't want them getting extinct, 17 minutes on too. So, all right. This thing popped up, right? Are our kids even safe anymore at schools? I'm seeing a list of weapons that were confiscated during a secondary school football game last week. My goodness. What's going on here? Are these for co-curricular activities? Are they learning a skill? Are they learning butchering? And, my goodness. Come on, scissors, screwdrivers, knives. Wow. I remember, days in McDonald College, now and then we'll have a little fist fight. Nothing so big to talk about. Morning, Andrew Booba Williams. And Ron Bumpy Francois. Graduating class of 89. That was the best class in the world, man. Yeah, to all our wonderful teachers, man. We lost a few of them. Nonetheless, folks, this is something that, where are our parents here, our guardians? I mean, we can't leave everything. As a matter of fact, we'll have a conversation on that this morning. Yeah, we'll have a conversation on that this morning. Also buzzing, there's a report of an accident, a collision at the Maurice Bishop International Airport with one of the vehicles bumping into inter-Caribbean aircraft. Investigation is ongoing. But folks, we've got to take that break now. It's time for the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather here on Classic. Those are few who are on the television platform. We've got a rebroadcast of Friday evening's television news. So stick and stay with us. We'll be back after this.
I am vaccinated. I am immunized. I am protected. Our children and nation depend on vaccination for immunization. Childhood vaccination is national priority. It is their protection from disease and sicknesses. Let's all be VIPs and safeguard our beautiful Grenada. I am DJ Blackstorm and I am a VIP health champion. Be a VIP like me.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs. Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Good evening, this is GBN's News at 7. The many unanswered questions, discussions and debates in recent years regarding the ownership of the Rivera site at Grandans have been answered. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell not only spoke to the Rivera site ownership, but plans to merge the site with Camahan Park to create Grenada's National Park. Chrislina John has tonight's top story.
Well, the first thing I would say that I'm glad to see in Grenada that we have reached a stage where we have a government leadership that is smart, working intelligently, and a bit of civility has returned to Grenadian politics. And therefore, on behalf of my colleagues, we haven't met since, but I would think for all of us, we are joyful that the park, according to what we heard in the budget, will become a part of the Grenadian treasure.
Ray Roberts, former chairperson of the Camahan Park Committee, speaking to GBN following the Prime Minister's pronouncement during his contribution to the 2024 budget on Friday. He said that the Camahan Park and Rivera site will remain for the people of Grenada. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, in support of the $1.6 billion 2024 budget, said the two properties will be made into a national park.
Mr. Speaker, we have also agreed. Now, Mr. Suwari, via another company, was also given a lease, thankfully, by the former administration for the site known as the Rivera site. The Rivera site is the site that is located if you're facing Camahan Park, to the right of Camahan Park. It's called Rivera because there used to be a hotel there called Rivera, owned and operated by the Nayaks. The site has been leased to another company affiliated with Mr. Naguib. We have agreed, Mr. Speaker, as part of this deal with Corona B, that this site will be handed back to the people and government of Grenada. We will not sell, dispose, or lease Cameron Park. We will expand the entire area, Mr. Speaker, including the 5 acres that is now Rivera site, and make the entire thing into a national park for the benefit and people of Grenada.
This new plan, as explained by Prime Minister Mitchell, is in connection with a deal close to completion involving the multi-million-dollar citizenship by investment Kempton Kawana Hotel project, soon to be owned by business tycoon Naguib Suarez.
We have been in discussions with a company called Joy de Caribbees. It's French, or JDC. The company is owned by Mr. Naguib Suarez. Mr. Naguib Suarez is the principal owner of the Silver Sands Hotel. We are not the hype. We are conducting no negotiations in secret. And we've agreed in principle, Mr. Speaker, that once we sign off, and I believe the Attorney General is here and we are almost there, that we will lease the site, Mr. Speaker, not sell it. That we will lease the site for $8 million US. That we will grant approval for the project to continue as a CBI project and for construction to be completed within 36 months of the signing of the deal.
The new National Party administration, led by Dr. Keith Mitchell, had indicated during the 2016 budget that the Rivera Hotel was being designed and that during that design phase, the investors agreed to construct a new Cameron Park nearby. However, this quickly sparked public outcry. Robert remembered those who championed the cause to save the park.
Easy to say that we were stunned after the 2013 elections that the government was so uncivil that they would want to sell Cameron Park for a hotel. I mean, we have so much monstrosities on Grandans Beach, and it's not lending to the beauty of Grandans. It's taken away from the beauty of Grenada. So when we heard it, there was a forum at the Trade Center, and wisely, there were some students from Convent. It was their concept, their idea, that we should form a committee and champion that this thing remains in the hands of Grenadians. So I want to remember those young ladies from Convent, intelligent, smart. They were smarter than the government then. And
Christina John, GBN News.
Many Grenadians are happy with government's move to adjust the passport validity from 5 years to 10 years. Rena Perry-Thomas spoke with people who shared their thoughts on this pending change that takes effect in 2024.
Persons renewing their passport in 2024 and beyond will have a 10-year expiry date going forward. On August 4, 2006, Grenada issued its G-Series non-biometric passport with a 5-year expiry date in accordance to Grenada's Citizenship Act 1976. This will now change, according to Minister for Finance Dennis Cornwell in the House of Parliament on Monday during his 2024 budget presentation.
For citizens 18 years and over, passport will now be issued for 10 years, and for citizens under 10 years for 5 years. Mr. Speaker, this policy seeks to increase the security of our passport, while at the same time making it less cumbersome and frequent for passport renewal.
Mr. Speaker, as was announced by the Minister for Finance, several Grenadians have complained about the need to have to renew their passport every 5 years. There seems to have been no clear policy perspective as to why the change from 10 to 5 years was made. And Mr. Speaker, we've taken the decision to ensure that the passports go back to 10 years. we have, the only exception we've made is for people 18 and under, for obvious reasons. Your physical features tend to change between you being a baby and perhaps preteen and then during the teenage years. So say for that, the passport will be issued for 10 years, Mr. Speaker.
So what do the holders of Grenadian passport think about the additional 5 years? Here is what they have to say.
Well, I mean, that's very good. So instead of you having to come on a regular basis, to renew your passport every 5 years, it gives you more time, to travel and explore a bit and less of a worry.
10 years from 5 years, 5 years, and the next is 10 years. So it's the next 5 more years. So it's good.
Oh, that's a great improvement. That's really good. They're really moving on up, and moving from 5 years to 10 years, it is a blessing, a true blessing. So I don't have to run and get my passport in 5 years. Now I can keep it, a longer time. I appreciate that. I appreciate what the government is doing. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Well, I am very happy because right now I need to renew, and I'm going to wait until next year because my visa is 10 years, and having 10 years and every 5 years you have to pay $250. It's a kind of lot out of the pocket. So I'm very happy that they decided to bring it back to how it was originally.
I am in support of it, and I do appreciate that, and I also would like to congratulate the government on that move, because it is not easy for me every 5 years to come for a passport for another 5 years, and it helps me as a Grenadian who applies for visas, Canada and America, because usually they would give you, especially the Canadians, give you a visa based on the amount of years you have in your passport. So that would enhance me to get a 10-year visa rather than a 5-year visa. So congratulate to the government moving forward.
Also in the new year, the NDC-led government hopes to digitize the passport application process to continue their paperless drive within the public sector. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Following a 3-year hiatus, the 25th Sir Arthur Lewis Memorial Lecture 2023 was held this year as part of the ECCB's 40th anniversary celebrations under the theme ECCB at 40, a year of reflection, celebration and implementation. More in this Christina John report.
The late Sir Arthur Lewis, whose legacy as a founding father of development in economics made an indelible impact on the work, culture, and philosophy of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, the ECCB. Keynote speaker at the 25th Sir Arthur Lewis Memorial Lecture, Dr. Ian Golden, Oxford University Professor of Globalization and Development, addressed the important theme of delocalization, implications and imperatives of emerging markets and small states.
It's a time of extraordinary change, and as we think about the challenges facing the world, we can take inspiration from Sir Arthur Lewis. A humble person from this region who became a giant. He became a giant in the realm of ideas, but much more than ideas. He was an inspiration in terms of how one transforms ideas into action, into policy. And I feel very humbled by being able to talk about some of his legacy, but also to have been able to take advantage of the role model he presented.
Dr. Golden describes Sir Arthur Lewis as an inspiration, someone from whom much was thought and learned, making extraordinary breakthroughs throughout his career. Sir Arthur was the first black lecturer, first black student at the London School of Economics, and the first recognized professor of color in Britain.
He wanted a world free of poverty. He wanted a world in which people would be seen and be able to realize their capabilities. A world where everyone could realize their potential. And the ideas he developed from a very young age were all about that.
Dr. Golden recognized how globalization has, in one way or another, connected people the world over, highlighting some of the aspects of globalization.
Now, globalization is a much abused word. Everyone has their own notion of what it means. For me, it means flows across national borders, whatever the flows are. Flows of trade, of things, flows of ideas, flows of investment, flows of digital on the World Wide Web, good and bad. This has been the best thing that has ever happened in the history of humanity. More people have escaped poverty more quickly than at any time in history. And remarkable changes, not least the changes that have democratized South Africa and ended apartheid, occurred in many, many places. Military dictatorships across Latin America and Africa and Eastern Europe fell. We've seen more people lifted out of poverty more quickly than ever in history. Life expectancy has improved more quickly. And the answer is because while globalization has been the most positive thing that's happened, it is also terrifyingly dangerous. It is good, bad, and ugly.
The CCB has held the Sir Arthur Lewis Memorial Lecture every year since 14th November 1996 up to the 6th November 2019. Christina John, GBN News.
In more news, Grenada is represented by 14 finalists in 6 of 10 categories of the 2023 USA Today's 10 Best Readers' Choice Award. The annual event highlights the best of the best in contests covering categories such as destinations, food and drink, hotels, and things to do. Nominees in all categories are chosen editorially by a panel of experts. Christine Noel Hosford, sales director to the U.S. market within the Grenada Tourism Authority, says this is yet another proud moment for the island.
The Grenada Tourism Authority is happy to report that Grenada has been nominated in 14 categories for the USA Today 2024 10 Best Readers' Choice Awards. We have received nominations in the following categories: Best Caribbean Beach, Best All-Inclusive Caribbean Resort, Best Caribbean Beach Bar, Best Caribbean Resort, Best Caribbean Rums, and Best Restaurant in the Caribbean. This contest gives voters 4 weeks to vote. You can vote once a day in each category. To vote, you can log on to www.best.com/awards/travel.
USA Today is a multi-platform news and information media company that reaches a combined 7 million readers daily and are leaders in a mobile application with more than 21 million downloads on mobile devices. Voting for the awards ends on the 1st of January 2024. 22-year-old Woburn resident Johanse Charles is now facing a charge of capital murder in connection with the Egmont shooting that occurred on Carnival Monday that claimed the life of 30-year-old Delvon Thomas and injured well-known businessman Linton Warwood. Details in this report.
This development follows the arrest and capital murder charge of 20-year-old Trinidadian national Israel Farrell approximately 2 weeks ago. Charles was initially arrested and charged with the offenses of abetment of capital murder, abetment to attempt to commit capital murder, possession of a controlled drug, and possession of ammunition some days after the fatal shooting incident. He is being represented in the matter by attorney Jerry Edwin, whose bail application in the High Court on the previous charges was strongly objected to by the Director of Public Prosecution.
The Director of Public Prosecutions at that point said that given the gravity of the offenses, the way that the perpetrators came into Grenada, he feared that Johanse would likely flee the jurisdiction. On that basis, the judge agreed with the DPP and denied him bail. It is almost trite to say that appealing the bail and even making a second application for bail now on the enhanced charges would really be making the DPP's case. And we're not in that position. What we want to do and what we will do is vigorously defend Yohansi for his involvement.
Both Charles and Farrell are currently on remand at the Richmond Hill Prison. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Drughead gets 6 years and 5 months for indecent assault earlier today. The St. George's High Court imposed a prison term of 6 years and 5 months to St. George's resident Wendell Ledlow, alias Drughead, for the offense of indecent assault. More in this Chrislina John report.
The sentence comes approximately 5 years and 7 months after 55-year-old Wendell Ledlow's arrest in connection with a disturbing incident that left a 72-year-old disabled female hospitalized for 3 days. Ledlow was 50 years old at the time of the May 13, 2018 incident that occurred at the home of the victim, who has since passed away. His defense was mitigated by attorney Jerry Edwin with assistance from attorney Henry Pariag, who informed the court that Ledlow was involved in a relationship with the now deceased woman.
My client was initially indicted on a charge of rape. However, after negotiations with the Director of Public Prosecution, the charge was reduced to indecent assault, and he pled guilty. Unfortunately, after a jury was impaneled to indecent assault, and that is what Justice Guilford sentenced him on today.
In handing down the sentence to the Williamson Road resident at the St. George's No. 1 High Court on Friday, Madam Justice Paula Guilford noted the crime committed against the elderly woman, condemning it as a cultural taboo within Grenadian society as well as abroad. She expressed the view that Ledlow, who was employed as her loan caretaker, took advantage of her trust. This was among the aggravating factors considered by the court, including that the victim was vulnerable, bedridden, and unable to take care of herself, along with the striking age difference between the two. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Meanwhile, a Belmont St. George man will spend the next 11 years and 6 months of his life behind bars for the offense of sexual intercourse with a minor and indecent assault. Here's another Nisha Paul report.
High Court Judge Madam Justice Paula Guilford handed down the sentence to 28-year-old Tevin Faray at the St. George's No. 1 High Court on Friday. Faray was arrested and charged with 1 count of indecent assault and 2 counts of sexual intercourse with a minor in connection with 2 separate incidents that occurred between April and May 2021 at Belmont and Spring St. George, respectively. Faray was given 9 years, 6 months, 3 weeks, and 4 days on the first count of sexual intercourse with a person above the age of 13 and below the age of 16, which will run concurrent to the 6-year, 2 months, 3 weeks, and 3-day sentence he received on the second count. These sentences will run consecutively with the 2 years, 4 months, 2 weeks, and 27-day sentence he received on the indecent assault charge. In handing down the sentence to Faray, who has 2 previous convictions of a similar nature, Justice Guilford held the view that he has a propensity to commit these types of offenses against young girls. She further noted that Faray also has 2 matters of a similar nature pending before the court. Attorney Edwin, who represented the now convicted man in the matter, expressed frustration with the number of sex-related crimes against minors coming before the court.
These issues of sexual assault on young school-age children, it means that we must do our educating at the first level of school. primary and secondary school. We need to educate. We must. In fact, I think it should be a requirement in the curriculum. I don't know what the name of such a class would be, but it must be a class on perhaps criminology, maybe within the civics area, but something so that the young men know that you cannot engage in sexual frolic with someone who is under 16. The court takes a very harsh, unrelenting look at these kinds of cases.
The offense of indecent assault carries a maximum penalty of 10 years. Sexual intercourse with a minor has a maximum penalty of 15 years imprisonment. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Sandals La Source's toy drive takes center stage in tonight's GBN ISAW. It's time to take a peek through the GBN ISAW lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clairvision.
Featured in tonight's ISAW is footage from Sandals La Source toy drive for students of the St. Andrew Anglican Primary School and Calise Government School. Here are some highlights from the drive.
Sandals Foundation Toy Drive. Anybody excited to get a toy? Yeah!
The children were ecstatic to receive their toys. We thank our citizen journalists for that heartwarming submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Every time I get up there. What? You call that baby right now? I don't want it. When he cries, when he cries, when she cries, when she cries, when he cries, when he cries, when he stop it, stop it, stop the violence, 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 stop it, stop it, stop the violence. When she cries, 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 when he cries, when he cries, when she cries.
With ever-rising energy costs, Southern Electrical can provide you with affordable, complete solar systems for your home or business. Reduce your utility bill to zero. Have power independence. Go green by harnessing the free energy that sunlight provides in our warm, sunny, tropical climate. We supply off-grid solar systems which are great for remote areas without utility power, as well as grid-tied and hybrid systems. We can customize your system to your needs, ranging from 1.5 kilowatts to 1 megawatt systems. Start saving today so that you can have extra money to go on family vacations, do home renovations, or further invest in renewable energy to generate electricity for income.
You want to get an insight into your life? Are you willing to find astrological solutions? Master Shivrudra, the world's best psychic and spiritual healer with competency in other services too. He has guided many people who are going through a situation to find solutions to their problems and use astrological remedies for positivity. He provides services to get your ex-love back, negative energy removal, family problem solutions, health problem, and many more.
He located at Grenada STT, George's. Call him or WhatsApp +1 for 735375939.
Glow with Grand Lake this holiday season. Download our app for a joyful reason. When free electricity isn't that grand, download the app, power in your hand. Check your balance with ease, manage accounts, it's a breeze. Outage alerts come through, report faults, we're here for you. 150 customers can win $150 in electricity credit, and 5 of you can win $1,500 in free electricity. Simply download and keep using the Grenlec app. Glow with Grenlec this holiday season. Download our app, power in your hand. Terms and conditions apply. Why wish upon a star? Our bank is better by far.
This Christmas, make all your wishes come true with Co-op Bank. Get 100% financing on new vehicles and up to $50,000 cash with discounted rates. No security required. Drive out in style. Make those home renovations. Treat your family and friends and get everything on your Christmas list this year. Apply today and you can be one of 5 lucky customers to win a shopping spree. Or how about some extra fuel for that new ride? And that's not all. Use our electronic banking channels to do transactions and win big. Have it all as you wish this Christmas with Co-op Bank. Visit our website for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
We home for Christmas for 2 T20 internationals at the Grenada National Stadium on Thursday, December 14th and Saturday, December 16th. Locals get 50% off regular match tickets, plus an extra 20% off when you buy your tickets online. Visit windiescricket.com for more info.
Grenada, as we celebrate 50 years of independence.
I love my Grenada.
Made in Grenada presents the celebration of 50 years of Calypso.
Open me up to night, honey.
One stage.
No, not so fast.
One show.
Holding me.
Grenada's best Calypsonians performing Grenada's greatest hits. Sunday, February 11th, 2024 at 6 p.m. sharp. Grenada National Stadium. More information coming soon.
When the DJ play with her hungry, she raise her hand and she tell me, making no place sweeter than home.
This Christmas episode of Caribbean Passport, there is holiday cheer from Barbados to the Bahamas. We take in the musical talents of the Love Movement, the Carters, and Ray Holman. And of course, our taste buds will be satisfied. All this and more on this holiday edition of Caribbean Passport, right here on this station.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation for today, Monday. It's the 11th day already. Could you imagine that? Yeah, 14 days away from Christmas. Christmas is going to be awesome. That I can tell you. Yep. Good. Veronica Sandy says, good morning, Gordon, Innocent, Joseph, GBN, Grenada, everyone. Blessed Monday. Mildred Smith says, good morning. Morning, Mildred. Yulin Alexander made a post. Ray, if you all didn't stand up to that, by now the park would have been gone. Kudos. Stand up for the rights of our country assets. What, Yulin? You're getting political? Ray Roberts, my good brethren, how you doing, Papi? I seen you in the news, boy. How you doing? You good? You had to teach me to play the table tennis, you know. Madison Phillett says, so Silver Sands owner agreed to hand over Riviera for a park, and in exchange he was allowed to build on Grooms Beach in violation of the law that requires building be no less than 165 feet from the high water mark. How come the PM did not agree to sweetening of the deal? Fitzroy Adams, good morning to all my fellow comrades. Yeah, good morning, Fitzroy. Winifred Hancock, good morning, Auntie. How do you do? You all right? Good. Madison Phillett says the photo of the list of weapons was submitted by a policeman. Now, shouldn't confiscated weapons and contraband be kept as evidence in safekeeping in police custody until processed and handed over to the customs by the custody of the owners? Why is it being photographed and sent in by a policeman? Is an ISA? Okay. Well, I don't know. But in any case, I think my television producer guy will find that clip and just run the list of the weapons that were confiscated from school children in the football match sometime last week. As soon as you get it, run it for me. And let's have a conversation. What could be done about this? I mean, come on. I really thought we had this under control, you know. I haven't heard much of, so much violence in the schools in recent times. Tanika Dominic says, good morning, Mr. Innocent. Good morning, Tanika. Desmond Clovey, good morning. Good Monday morning, everyone. Good morning, Desmond. Hope you're doing fine. I haven't heard you in a while. Yolan says, belated birthday greetings to the love of my life, Bevin. Hey, Bevin, good morning, Papi. How you doing? Yeah, he celebrated his birthday yesterday. Bevin, I haven't seen you in ages. I hope you're fine, right? Yeah, happy birthday to you, belated. Diana McQueen also celebrated her birthday yesterday. She's in Toronto. Yeah, Toronto. Margaret Alexander says, good morning. Good morning, Margaret. All right, Jennifer Lawrence. Hi, Innocent. Blessed Monday. Thanks, Jennifer. Want to say good morning to two people with same name who are good friends of mine. Paul Millett and family out there in Birch Grove. Pastor Paul Millett, good morning to you and the family. And also Paul Millett out there in Paraclete. Good morning, Paul, and your dear wife. She's always locked in. Good morning. All right, my TV guys seem not to have gotten that clip on the program that shows the weapons that were confiscated. So let's have a conversation. What happened in your neck of the woods over the weekend? So many things happened. I really wish some people can, give in some advice as to how to deal with this, the students going to school with all these weapons. 435-2041, that's the number we can call to be in on the conversation. Let's go to it right away. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Innocent, and morning to you, listeners.
Welcome.
Yeah, first of all, I must tell you, in case you don't know, I'm probably could be your father. Today, I turn 65.
You turn what?
65.
And you could be my father?
Well, I'm suggesting that.
Well, you're 2 years behind me?
Yeah?
You're 2 years behind me?
2 years?
Behind me.
No. I'm just a little bit upon here.
All right, good.
Certainly, I want to respond. I want to deal with the issue of violence. But before that, please, Innocent, help us. There's a lot of ignorance when it comes to Haiti. We had a piece of news on Haiti. Tonight, 6 o'clock, Friends of the Earth is having an international forum, virtual forum. It would be good if local people could be attending to it. I send you the flyer twice already. Could you help people to encourage people to attend it, because there will be people from all over the world attending it. And it would be good if Grenadians could attend it. So dispel a lot of the misconception about Haiti. It's interesting that Haiti, for instance, is said to be such in a terrible situation. But they're talking now about sending the troops by the first quarter. It tells you something. If it was serious, they would be moving like if it was in Guyana with the oil. So that's another conversation. But please help us. Because many times, when after the fact, people say, well, I didn't know about that, I didn't hear about that. Although it seems as though GBN does have an embargo on Friends of the Earth. I'm not going to make an issue about that. But in terms of the violence coming, so in a sense, you could tell people my telephone number, they could call me, and I can give them the particulars for this evening. Anyway, I'll send you the flyer once again. But in terms of the violence, it reminds me violence in school. School children. It reminds me a few years ago when the same Friends of the Earth started a process of conflict resolution education in a selective school. St. Rose Modern Secondary. We started in St. Rose Modern Secondary and Bonnet Government. And the principal told us at the time that she was shocked. One of the reasons why she encouraged us to come there was she was shocked because they did an inspection at the time and they found 22, maybe I'm mixing up the number, but with a large amount of weapons, even homemade weapons, including a little piece of cutlass that was cut down and sharpened to the teeth. So it shows that our people are violent. We are traumatized. So we pass it on intergenerationally. So we have to find a way of curbing that trauma that gives rise to that. And then, of course, we are bombarded with images of violence, whether it's in Gaza or wherever it is, the television, the movies. It's a world that we have to really find a way to cope with without it being consuming us. So conflict resolution. And then we need to help people to have dialogue, to be able to talk out their problems and not feel that they have to, take it out on each other with weapons and so on. So please, let us, especially in the coming new year, let us listen to each other. Let us engage each other and see how we could stem this ugly phenomenon of violence, especially among our young people. Bring back community activity, sports. All the things that mean good to us.
Okay.
And forget this thing about market economics and all this nonsense. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. All right, my TV guy has gotten the weapons, and if you look at JBN television right now, you can see it. Go right ahead. Run them. Crazy, man. Okay, someone says on WhatsApp, my first time visiting Parliament on Friday, and it was a good one. A lot of information coming from the PM. That's good. That's good news. Yeah, that's good. You should do that a little more often. Let's go back to the telephone line and say, good morning, caller.
Good, you should do that.
Caller, you need to listen to me via the telephone and not the radio. Good morning. Okay, you still haven't made that adjustment. So get that sorted out and call back, all right? 435-2041. Good morning. It is a season of goodwill, hoping to hear persons who personally benefited from the government's budget calling in to say thank you. Let us continue to push Grenada forward. We old enough. Yeah, we big and we have sense. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Mr. Gentleman. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing fine. How about you? How was your weekend?
You could say good enough.
Right, that's nice.
I'm not calling concerning the actual violent aspect and the weapon confiscation. I'm calling asking a question that should have had an answer a lot of years ago, and really need an answer right now relative to GBN programming. And I keep wondering if the people who works on GBNs, whether it's radio or TV, but mainly radio I'm getting at, do listen to GBN radio so that they can correct all the anomalies and confusion that GBN programming presents to the listeners. Because my mind tells me, based on my analysis, because GBN is a station I listen to a whole lot. And all I'm hearing is atrocities, you might say, relative to programming. See, on professionalism, the level of, or the lack of cognizance and understanding of how you entertain your listeners, how you satisfy your listeners, is much to be desired. Especially, for example, one of the areas is in the area of death news announcement. I think I understand it that people pay for the death announcements and might have never heard it, the way the GBN goes about doing it. GBN is supposed to program with from 10 o'clock at night normally, BBC. The kind of programming sometimes you don't get it. Sometimes the TV is on the radio. And I don't understand what is going on sometimes. You all need to listen to your own station. That's where you work. That's where the money comes from, your salary comes from. You need to improve it for it to continue. I could tell the whole money talking about it.
Yeah, but we can't do that.
Take care, sir.
Have a good one. Thank you. Thank you for your critique, all right? Critics, part of life. 29 minutes after 7 o'clock, 435-2041. That's the number to call. One of my WhatsApp contributors says, "Good morning, Innocent, and good morning to your many followers, listeners, viewers. This weapon thing is a reflection of our changing culture. Please know they will eventually graduate to guns. While some like to blame it on unemployment, evidence shows otherwise. I think we have to step up our game in parenting and, yes, give support to parents to assist them in coping with the challenges of raising children in this changing society. It is good against evil. Evil is powerful." Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Joseph.
Good morning, welcome.
Thank you. Listen, a little observation I've made there, I've been saving a couple of cents on my electricity bill with a little transistor in the night listening to the BBC at least 1 or 2 hours before I drop asleep. And I noticed that you do not bring it anymore. Is there a particular reason for that?
No, what has happened since earlier last week, BBC seemed to be experiencing. You noticed this morning too, it wasn't played. BBC has.
In the morning, I don't hear the news again. But
Yeah,
Mr. Joseph,
they have a problem since last week. I've been announcing that.
Mr. Joseph, I get BBC on BBC Sound, my computer plate. That's why I tell you I was trying to save the little change by not running the computer for the whole night to hear the news or a couple of hours.
Okay.
BBC Sound, sir, and BBC is there, sir.
Yeah, but the radio.
For what it's worth. Or is that you all, if they had to pay bills, you all didn't pay the bills? I don't know. But I think it is important that the people, especially elder folks who I speak to from time to time, is such an interesting thing to hear some of the marvelous programs that the BBC outside of geopolitics, because they're hypocrites as it relates to geopolitics. But I reckon you all have to rectify that, because it's an essential thing for particularly the old people, and there's a lot of us, Have a nice day, William, Mr. Joseph, for what it's worth.
Thank you, citizen. Have a good one yourself. All right, folks, it's 29 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Let's take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
It's a happier holiday when every wish and dream can come alive for those you love and cherish with a loan from Nexa Credit Union. Just think of the experiences you could share, the surprises you could gift, and the memories you could make with a little extra in your pocket this Christmas. Our Happier Holiday Loan is about the happiness and warmth it can bring, because there's no need to worry. Unwrap more than just gifts. Experience heartfelt connections and joyous celebrations with family and friends. Get up to $50,000 for home furnishings, renovations, gifts, and more while enjoying easy repayment terms, affordable interest rates, and quick approvals. So, dream a little bigger and enjoy discounts galore at our favorite partner stores. Make your holidays happier with Nexa. Call us at 440-1354. Visit our website at nexacreditunion.com or email us at loans@nexacreditunion.com. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Imagine a Christmas where you decide the gifts. Win exquisite furniture, delectable festive food, and a vibrant house facelift. The best part? You choose how much of each you desire, tailoring your perfect Christmas blend. Simply shop with us this festive season, and you could be one of many lucky winners. Whether you engage online, join our community events, or shop in store, multiple ways lead to winning. And every week, win delightful surprises just for being a part of our festive spirit. Real Value IGA Supermarket, where you tailor and we deliver the Christmas magic.
And so it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Christmas for two T20 internationals at the Grenada National Stadium on Thursday, December 14th and Saturday, December 16th. Locals get 50% off regular match tickets, plus an extra 20% off when you buy your tickets online. Visit windiescricket.com for more info.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 25 minutes on to 8 o'clock, and that is our time. It's a conversation. The number you can call in, it's 435-2041. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Oh, yes. Good morning to you, sir.
Welcome. How was the weekend?
Oh, quiet. How was yours?
Well, mine was quieter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Merry season greetings to you.
Thanks, and same to you.
And have a great day. Now, let me see this. Well, we are making some managerial and diplomatic misstep. I want to compliment the government greatly for the move they made in shifting the wages of the politicians and the civil servant. It is a good move, and it should be before. That will cause some productivity, and it will put them in a better frame of mind. However, I would want the government to pay serious attention to the revenue aspect of the economy. Now, this is expenditure, and we have to have the revenue to balance back that in order to recover the expenditure. And I think key to this is the expansion of the economy, the growth of the economy. Yeah, I keep saying this thing because that is extremely important. Without an economy, we just will not have what we're looking for. So I also want them to pay attention to that particular area. I think the cream of the crop, the East Coast, Because if we could get the east coast of the economy going, which is St. David's, I believe this will make a great difference in the economic sphere of Venice. St. David's is going to unlock our problem, and I want them to focus on that particular parish, right, with respect to growing the economy, putting people to work, raising revenue. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day. All right, and save the green peas for me, okay?
Oh, sure.
All right, good. Lovely. Bye. All right, 23 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Alison Cox Osplund says, why this word pregnant is used so much in the educated Grenadian vocabulary, why there cannot be simple words like a load, a lot of, and full. All right, let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Hello.
Hi, morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Yes, sir. I'm very glad that I get you. You might be able to educate me. Explain that to me and the other to the public. So Atta was the first person of color to do certain things. I want you to explain what you mean by, what the people or the announcers mean by someone who was the first person of color. Another, people have a tendency to believe that education should be only taught in school. So people should be only educated in school. A lot of things that are going wrong in Grenada. People at their homes have a right to educate their children. Whether they're committing rape or whatever, it's because of lack of education at the home. Maybe they have a right to discipline their children. Not only in the school you have disciplined children, or not some other person have to discipline your children for you. So please don't put the emphasis on only the school. The school has its duty to do, to perform, and the home have the duty to perform. Even you and others like you have to teach people how to use, how to command the English language. Not talking things as Sir Arthur was the first person of color. Another one is, I would say, this thing about the passport. You give 10 years now on before a passport is been expired. And people are, I would say, running them out and say it's a good thing, it's a good thing. Do they know what is likely to be the cost of the 10 years passport now? Do you think that the government would leave it at the same price when they are likely to get less revenue if they leave it at the previous price? Maybe, I don't know if it's $200 or somewhere around there. So people are only running them out and say things, and when they get the leaks, they're coming back and turn them out on the other side. So, but I want you to educate me on this one. So Arthur Lewis was the first person of color. White people not color, black people, pink people not color.
All right. Hear what? I'm willing to educate you, all right? So hear what to do for me. Iron or press your short sleeve white shirt and your short khaki pants and sit down in the classroom and wait a comment, okay? All right, lovely. 20 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Almost said 7. Michael Douglas says, good morning, Mr. Innocent and staff. I want to wish my brother Christopher Joseph happy birthday. Happy birthday, Christopher. Christopher Joseph happens to be an uncle of my name. I hope it's not my uncle you're talking about there. Now, good morning, caller. Caller, good morning.
Mr. Innocent, good morning. How are you?
I am fine, thanks. And you?
I'm very well, thank you.
How was your weekend?
It was great.
What made it so great?
I had a greater. Right.
Great.
Mr.
Go ahead.
Innocent, I have a concern, and that is the bridge or the retaining wall in River Road that's holding up part of the cemetery. The retaining wall or the bridge or how you call it is broken for years, and it's going to cave in the road, or it might damage a bus or somebody. And for years I have been calling on GBN and all radio stations to talk about the danger that is ahead. there was a minister in town, the minister of do nothing. He did nothing. Since in those times I was calling about the retaining wall that is holding up these cemetery, grave and all them things, and nobody's doing it. Nobody's looking into it. Accident happen, everybody would run around. That bridge has been broken for about 10 years, and Nicholas still was passing there every day, and he was doing nothing. Peter David has done nothing. So I'm calling on those in authority now to look at that and do something very soon to save lives. Have a good day, Mr. Innocent.
You too, my dear. And fix the phone line, all right? Fix the phone line. It's 18 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Yeah, that's the time already, you know. Wow, time waits on absolutely no one. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning. Caller, you got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. You know that by now. Get that sorted out and come back, all right? Nice. 435-2041. Let's go back. Good morning, caller. Good morning. How are you? Okay. Something ain't going right with all your line there, you know. It's not mine. I know that for a fact. Yep. It's time to go back to the telephone line. Good morning.
Good morning, Innocent, and to your listeners.
Welcome to the program.
I want to compliment the government for taking that bold stand in returning the police from the port back to the police force. I think this is a measure that will create some employment for some young people. I was one of the persons that was trained some years ago, way back in 1995, to go and take over the operations as port security. That was scrapped by the then government on the advice of the whole of the Commissioner of Police. But I'm happy to see that the Prime Minister now has taken the initiative to send back the police to where they belong, and that will create real employment for young people.
So what happens now as they take out the police from the port and they bring them back into the stations? What deals with the security of the port?
Well, unless they establish the force that will take over there, the police will remain. But what I'm saying is an opportunity now to train young people to take over the operations there. And not just in St. George's, but also in Grenville, because the port has the jurisdiction up there as well. So I think it's a very, very, very good move on the part of the government.
So it's likely that they'd be training what you would call a port security service or something like that?
Yes, as existed in most of the other Caribbean islands, yes.
Okay, wow, that's good.
Yes, okay. Very, very, very good initiative.
All right.
Thank you and have a good morning.
Yeah, green peas are by you?
If what?
Green peas.
Yeah, they have, but it's not in that big quantity that we're able to share with you.
What a man, boy. What kind of man is this?
I'll see and supply you, man. Don't worry.
Please, thank you very much. Voice. Thank you very much. Okay. Give Andrew my regards.
Okay, then.
All right, good. Folks, it's 15 minutes on to 8 o'clock. What kind of man is this? And he says he's my friend. He doesn't have enough to share with me, Papi. If you have one, cut it in 4 and give me 3 slices. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Okay, are you hearing me? Let me just shut up this other thing. I want to comment on the situation of the violence that you mentioned this morning.
Not necessarily because I did not hear of any fights, but the number of weapons that were confiscated.
The reason they're having the weapons is not to cut cakes, right?
I don't believe it's cake they want to cut.
Right, so it is an indication that there's an intention to move towards violence. Now, I might sound very crass, but I believe that this violence is very ingrained in our culture, and a way to start stemming it is the way we train our children as 5-year-olds and even lower. What do we do to them as 5-year-olds? The minute they do something, they move out of step, I'm going to slap you, I'm going to cheat you. It's a belt, it's a sticker. So where do we teach violence?
Okay.
We have to start on our parenting skills and our school skills. I have observed situation with 5 and 6 year olds. Every single thing they are correcting. They don't know the meaning or teach the meaning of correcting. Correcting is not the same as punishment. When you have an essay and you get something wrong, the teacher should lead you to what is the correct thing that should be inserted. You lead you to what is the correct thing to do. But we just use violence. So violence, of course, will breed violence. And the children these days they're much more assertive than children of the past. And they're not as hidey as children of the past. So we actually need, and I will speak on that till I die, to stem the violence from birth.
Okay. Thank you
very much.
Have a good one. Thank you very much. All right. Mildred Smith says, Mr. Gordon, every morning you have to speak to them callers about this background noise. Big people like that? Shame. Okay. Well, what are you going to do? Good morning, caller.
Morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
A day. Well, the last time you say I had to identify myself. So this is Jovis Dabrio, coordinator of the Grenada National Cybersecurity Incident Response Team.
You forgot something. You forgot part of your description. The honorable.
No, boy, I'm afraid I'm titling them. But two things real quick. I'm not sure if persons saw the notice that went out from NADMA about the WhatsApp compromised accounts and so forth. So on that, we are reminding the public that you should not share any code you receive on your phone. It doesn't matter what excuse the person gives to you. Don't share any code. And secondly, on that matter, we're kindly asking that if you receive a fraudulent or a malicious message from a local number, please do not report the local number. If it is a foreign number, by all means, go ahead. But if you report the local number, understand you're not reporting the bad actor who may have gotten control of the person's account. You're actually reporting the person's account. And if the account is banned on WhatsApp, it is a bit technical to get it on the on-ban list. What we've been seeing, some people have been going in to purchase new SIM cards. They put it in their phone, try to get WhatsApp set up, and they're told that the number is banned. No, that has nothing to do with Flow or Digicel. That has everything to do with the person number having been banned and them abandoning it instead of trying to get it off the list. So we're going to have a problem if people keep reporting local numbers, especially when you go to get a SIM card later. And on the second thing I said too, so that was still the first one. The second thing, over the weekend, several persons have received messages on Facebook saying that their account was locked or blocked. Now, some of these are authentic. They have been coming from Meta, from Facebook, but quite a few of them are malicious. So please, again, double check whether or not the message is coming from Meta, from Facebook, before you click the link, because once you click the Get Started, if it is malicious, you'll be asked to enter your credentials, and that is how they get your credentials to compromise your account. Of course, if people are unsure of what they're seeing, they can reach out to us at the National CSUT. Remember, we're governmental. We're within the Ministry of ICT. There is no cost. There is no fee to it. So you could, just help keep yourself safe. On WhatsApp, it's 423-2478, 423-2478. They can send us an email, csutgnd@gov.gd, csirtgnd@gov.gd. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on X. The handle is @csutgnd. If they want to speak to somebody, they want to speak to me, 414-7297. And just before I run off, remember we're in the Christmas season, so the giveaway scams, we're going to see them becoming very popular within the next few days. Please, people, be on the lookout for them as well. And you innocent, be safe, right?
Thank you, the honorable. All right, folks, that was Mr. Jarvis Dabrio from CSUT. Please be on your P's and Q's. Be vigilant, very, very vigilant, folks. It's 9 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take our final commercial break in the segment. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Records at the traffic department shows that a total of 1,447 accidents were reported for the year 2012, which includes 3 road fatalities. 2,946 accidents were reported for the year 2022, which includes 8 road fatalities. This is a significant increase of 104%. This is alarming. When a family tragically loses a loved one, does it matter whether by means of a gun or a motor vehicle? To avoid accidents, drivers and pedestrians alike must exercise extreme caution when using the road.
Five minutes away from 8 o'clock. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, man. Everything okay with you?
Not everything, but what okay, well okay, and what ain't okay, I'm fixing it.
All right, so do that.
Yes.
Just a little observation. I'll put it out to I think, who might be responsible, whether it's the Ministry of Works or it has to be the Ministry of Works, I suppose. What happened, if you remember we had an issue a few years ago in Concord?
Yeah, the Cotomeli thing?
Yeah.
All right.
We have something brewing right now at the foot of Cherry Hill. And that was the observation I made yesterday. They need to investigate it ASAP. That doesn't look right. And they're doing something in look right, it just ain't right.
Yeah, yeah.
So before we have a next situation like that, I'll let somebody in the Ministry of Works, or a few people who has whatever, to go and do a little bit of investigation and see whether that at that place, that issue, they need to be teared down or taken down before it comes down and kill somebody.
Okay. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Have a good one.
After you pass the depot going down, right on the flat.
Okay.
At the reach of flight, that it between the trees, but you could hardly see it. But if you go away, then you could see it sticking out.
Okay. And
they need to be investigated.
They need to check it up quickly, because this kind of ad hoc weather we had recently with the rain and so forth, it could be loose there.
You could, chorus, and then everything come down.
Yeah.
And things always coming down there in any case.
Okay.
But that thing, it look terrible. It doesn't look right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. The relevant authorities, please look into that seriously. Okay. 435-2041. We've got 3 minutes left. Let's see who we can accommodate. Good morning, caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Innocent.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you. Well, West Indies, we have beaten England in the one-day series. Kudos after how many years? Over 20 years.
25.
Oh, over 25 years. Well, I hope that as the T20s come up, we can give them a blackwash. You have a good day now, Innocent.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is West Indies. The most consistent thing about West Indies cricket is the high level of inconsistency. So they've set you up on a pinnacle today, and tomorrow they bring you down. So I don't know. Good morning. Hello?
Hey, good morning, Innocent.
Hi, welcome to the program.
How are you?
I am alive and thankful.
Season greetings.
Many happy returns.
Right. I just want to tell you, you've been doing a wonderful work.
Well, I try my best.
And especially for the hunters, I think you did exceptionally well. I've never heard that before, that every day you came on the radio, you keep informing them that what they should or what they should not do.
Okay.
I take this moment to thank you very much. I'm not a hunter.
Okay.
But I'm following the program every day.
Nice. Well, I hope the management listening and they put a little thing on the thing for me for that.
I think so too. I will pray for you that you'll get something.
Yes.
Yeah. But through it all, I just want to thank you for the work you've been doing.
I try my best. Thank you. I really, like I said, it's with me. It's not about the money. That's my love. I love this, and you know, if I can't give 150%, I don't do it.
That's true.
You know, I love it. You know, so thanks for the endorsement, and
man.
Let's look forward to 2024 with greater things. Right?
That's true. That's right.
Enough blessings,
all the best,
man.
Sir.
Thanks, man.
Don't eat too much and don't do too much.
I don't do that. I don't overdo anything.
All right.
Okay,
good. You take care.
Lovely. Have a blessed one.
Bye.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, folks, we've got to wrap it up here. That was our final caller, and you know, those of you who called and participated one way or the other, thank you very much for your participation and your contributions. All those of you on our various platforms, thank you for making the program what it is. You know, it won't be the same without you, and we look forward to us doing it tomorrow again, God's will. All right, if God permits, we're gonna do it again tomorrow, same time, same frequencies, channels, platforms. Be safe today. Love somebody today. Love is contagious. So too is a smile. You might just smile at someone and it might just change their whole day. You understand what I'm saying? So smile. Make someone feel happy. Make someone feel appreciated. Make someone feel loved today. It will rebound. I love you. Bye-bye.